Welcome to Wildwood Baseball Park for Game 1 of a Sunday Wisconsin State League battle between the Addison Braves and the Sheboygan A's. Marty, Sheboygan was dominant in Game 1, pitching and hitting. What did they do well in those two games yesterday?
They hit the ball with men on base. We had talked about on and off throughout the doubleheader, and Harry provided that big grand slam that basically sealed the second game. The other thing was the pitching was outstanding, allowing only 4 hits the entire day, and it's going to be another long day for Addison if they don't start hitting the ball. I think today's key for us is have our starting pitchers throw strikes.
That's another ace on the mound for Sheboygan. Eric Schmitz. What does he need to do to get past his Addison lineup?
First of all, Eric comes in 1-0, and he only gave up 1 hit in the 5 innings he pitched. I believe that was against Two Rivers. Struck out 3, only walked 1. So I think if he can replicate that in terms of throwing strikes and not walking people, he'll be just fine. The defense is a little bit switched around. We got Harry at third again instead of Jacob Neese. Neese over at second, but still got Riley at short, and Jimmy's certainly a good first baseman, so hopefully we'll be okay. And Alex Ames is back.
And that lineup that Schmitz, the Sheboygan starters, have to go against will look like this. Very similar to both games yesterday, a couple changes, but Peter Visconti is the leadoff hitter. He's in center field. Lou Ratcliffe is the new man. He's at third base. He's in second. Ben Gary is back at shortstop. He's in third. Hunter Johnson's at second base. He's hitting cleanup. The DH is Connor Peckham, and he is hitting fifth. The 6-hole hitter is Wes Blitz, and he's the first baseman. Joe Torres is behind the plate. He's in seventh. Carl Artsen, the left fielder, is hitting eighth, and rounding out is RJ Valdez, and he's in right. Marty, you got the Sheboygan defense for us?
The battery is Schmitty pitching and Cal Casper catching around the infield. First to third, it's Jurgensen, Neese, Stelt with Palmquist at short. The outfield from left to right, Calvin Kiesler, Alex Ames, and George Haas seeing his first action in the outfield today.
We've seen a couple of normal infielders get their chance in the outfield. We saw it with Sawyer Schultes playing left earlier on Saturday. So now Haas gets his turn in the outfield. And we also saw it with Alex Ames, who used to play second base early in his career, as well as Chase Hanselman, who played the infield. Both make their way to the outfield as their career has progressed. Visconti hits it on the ground, past the outstretched glove of Neeson in the right field for a base hit. Leadoff base runner on for Addison, and feels like that first inning has been Addison's chance to get to Sheboygan pitching.
Exactly. Thank goodness we only give up a run in the first. Hopefully that we won't give any today. Chase Hanselman got out of bed this morning and was extremely sore. Was not able to come to the ballpark today because of that, and he'll be missed.
He's been a valuable piece. He's been hitting over 600 in his last 3 games, 6 for 9 at the plate. As the hitter Lou Ratcliffe takes ball 1 low. Ratcliffe was one of the few guys in Addison lineup that we did not see yesterday. He's at third base today for Jack Swarbrick, who was yesterday's third baseman. These guys work cut out for him against Eric Schmitz, one of Sheboygan's top-tier pitching arms. 1-0 pitch now on Ratcliffe. And the runner going, that's Visconti, and he's in there safely. And it wasn't particularly close. It's something we don't see very often, but feels like the first innings, maybe Cal's still just warming up the arm a little bit.
Never know. Hopefully,
it feels like by that 5th inning or 6th inning, he's
get nice and loose by then.
Perfect throws.
Be a little different today with chillier weather.
Ratcliffe takes another one low. Ball gets away from Casper. The throw of third is high again, and Visconti slides in safely. These first innings for Sheboygan in this weekend series with Addison just have not been pretty. But after the first inning, it feels like Addison doesn't even get a base runner.
Exactly, and that's pretty much what happened with in both games. I think
2 and 1 now on Ratcliffe.
What did Rec have, 13 in a row?
Hits it on the ground softly to Palmquist. The run's going to score, but Sheboygan will trade out for it. 1-0 Addison again in the first inning.
Well, tough break for Sheboygan. That seeing eye single to lead off the game leads to a run.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that, again, that first inning gets to them, but hopefully, again, they keep it at just that 1 run given up like they have in both games on Saturday. Batter now is Ben Gary. Takes ball high, it evens it up at 1-1. He played both games at shortstop position yesterday, and he's back there today. Takes that pitch inside. It's 2-1 now.
In the
Gary,
double. Okay, go ahead.
Gary only got 2 at-bats in game 2 of Saturday's game because Sheboygan run ruled them in 5 innings as he takes that one in there for a strike. He went 1 for 2 with a single. That single came in the first inning like so many of Addison's hits have come in this series.
1 for 5 in the 2 games, and he did score a run. He was the run they got in game 1 in the first inning.
He's got 2-2 count on him now. Base is empty after the fielder's choice ground out by Ratcliffe that brought in a run. Pitch from Schmitz is hit on the ground again to Palmquist. And he fields and throws it over to first in time to retire. Gary for the second out.
I think we could call Hunter Johnson Mr. Pesky.
Yeah. Hunter Johnson worked what had to have at least been a 10-pitch at-bat yesterday against Koronsky. And Koronsky was moving his way along at that point in the game, and Johnson made him work for it. He ended up getting him out, but still, it was a taxing at bat for the Sheboygan pitcher. Takes that first pitch low for a ball.
Game time temperature is 66 degrees. A little cooler than yesterday, but still nice, sunny. Beautiful day at the ballpark.
Definitely. Not too much wind either. Flags kind of softly moving along. Addison's got 1 hit in the inning. It was the leadoff batter, Peter Visconti, but next two have been retired by Eric Schmitz. That pitch is in there for a strike. Two and one. The cleanup hitter in this Addison order, Hunter Johnson, takes it for a strike. He's played some good second base defensively in this series.
Him and Geary, the second baseman and the shortstop, played real well yesterday for Addison.
2-2. Schmitz looking to get out of it. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Casper's going to have to put him out at first, and he will. Strikeout and 2-3 put out to finish off the first inning, but Addison gets a run. It's 1-0 Braves as we head to the bottom half of the first inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
A's get their first chance to hit in game 1 of this Sunday doubleheader, and their lineup's going to look like this. Alex Ames, the center fielder's leading off. George Haas is hitting second. Hitting third is Harry Stelt, the third baseman, I should say. Jacob Neese is hitting fourth, and he's a cleanup. Riley Palmquist, the shortstop's hitting fifth. Jimmy Jurgensen, who had a home run to end yesterday's game, is hitting sixth. Cal Casper, the 7-0 hitter, is behind the plate. Calvin Kiesler, the left fielder, is in 8th, and rounded out is Hudson Wagner, the DH. And Marty, you got the Braves defense for us?
First base for the Braves is Wes Blitz. Over at second is Hunter Johnson. Lou Ratcliffe is at third, and Ben Geary is at short. The outfield is Arnson in left, Visconti in center, and Valdez in right. The battery is Scott Cole pitching and Joe Torres catching. Joe has caught every inning for Addison.
Yeah, it's taxing on a catcher, especially playing back-to-back games, and more than likely, as you mentioned before, will catch all 4 games in the series. As Ames takes a strike.
He was solid in game 1, had some issues with pass balls in game 2.
His pitching wasn't exactly helping him out.
No,
either.
there were some tough pitches he had to deal with, that's for sure.
But yeah, pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1 and 2 now on the A's leadoff hitter Ames. Ames didn't play yesterday. It's the first time he's seen the Addison Braves this season. 1 and 2 on him. And he lines that one, but right at the glove of Wes Blitz for the first out. Brings up George Haas.
George has had trouble with his hitting. He's proved to be a good bunter, and depending on where that third baseman is playing, you might want to look to lay one down the third base line and get on base.
Feels like whenever he bunts, it feels like such a good bunt off the bat that just dies on that infield grass. He hasn't bunted for a hit yet, but he sure has been close. Takes that one in there for a strike. Just a matter of time, like we said with Chase, and he got those 6 hits over 3 games. Just a matter of time before Haas gets going at the plate. And takes
He's back
that one
up
inside.
in that 2 slot today too. He dropped down yesterday in the batting order.
Without Hanselman in the lineup, the way he's been hitting, he's going to have to produce more at the plate, George Haas. That one's just high on Haas.
Yeah, George able to check his swing. It looked pretty close. Catcher didn't want an appeal down to the first base umpire, so his call was good.
That pitch is in there for a strike on Haas.
Jamie Thurn is behind home plate, and Michael Baird, we saw him yesterday. He was part of the crew, is on the base.
Haas has played every game so far in the infield, but as we mentioned, it's first time he'll see the outfield grass defensively this year. Could be a bit of a change for an infielder, than not as many balls come your way, especially when you're in right field. You gotta be prepared for the ones that do. Full count pitch to Haas is low, and he draws a walk. Brings up Harry Stelt, and what a season he's off to. Not like that's the first time we've said that in his career, but he's hitting over 460 to start 2026. He's got 2 homers, and one of those came last night, and it was grand, a grand slam he had to give the A's a 7-1 lead at the time.
It was nice to see, not just because we got the 4 runs, but also because we finally stopped leaving so many men on base.
Game 1 could have been a much bigger win for Sheboygan. Only ended up being 4-1 victory. As Stelt takes it outside, but game 2, after Harry Stelt's grand slam, the runners scoring position at bats started to look a lot better for Sheboygan. They ended up winning 13-1 off a Jimmy Jurgensen 3-run walk-off home run to walk off for the run rule. Stelt takes it. Haas on the move to second, and he's in there safely.
Good jump by George.
That's why it's so beneficial to have a guy like Haas on base. This great speed gets himself in the scoring position for a man, Harry Stelt, who's hitting 500 in those situations this year. 1-on-1 on the A's third baseman. Takes it low. It's 2-1. And as a pitcher, what do you look to throw to Harry Stell? It feels like he can hit all parts of the field and any count.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't, they might have some scouting reports on Harry, like where he doesn't hit 300, but it's tough. I think when the catcher gives you the sign and he sets up, you want to make sure you try and hit his glove just like that. That was a great pitch.
Right on the bottom corner for Scott Cole, the pitcher. Evens it up at 2-2 on Stelt. But Stelt, we know, is very comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Rarely makes it an easy battle for the pitcher. Cole looks at Haas on second base. Back to the batter, Stelt. The pitch is hit to right field. Going back on its Valdez. Continues to go back, and it's down and off the wall. Haas on his way around third. He's on his way home. The throw in is over the head of Torres. Stelt thinks about going to third, but stays at second. And now throws over the head of the third baseman. And Stelt again will stay at second base.
Comedy of errors, but in every bad throw, Harry made the correct decision and just stayed at second.
That ball just kept flying. I thought it was going to be routine for Valdez, but it kept pushing him back. Eventually, almost ran out of room.
Yes, and good hit by Harry, another double. And another RBI, and the game is tied.
Jacob Neese, he went 1 for 3 last game. Chance to give Sheboygan the lead early in this game. And Neese pops it up on the first pitch. Blitz is in foul territory, he's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Brings up Riley Palmquist.
Harry will get a little bit of an advantage with 2 outs, being able to run off the crack of the bat. Hopefully Riley can deliver.
Riley went 1 for 3 with a walk in game 2.
Riley's already been busy at shortstop, making 2 of the putouts in the first inning.
See if he can deliver on the offensive side. 0-1 from Cole to Palmquist. That one's high. Evens it up at 1-1.
Sheboygan comes in with an overall record of 6-4. They're 2-0 in the state league.
Yeah, number 1 in the state league right now. Lombard has yet to play a game. Maybe part of the reason why. But Sheboygan hasn't lost yet. Palmquist lines in the left center field for a base hit. Around third is Stelt. He's going to score as the ball is muffed in center. And on his way to second is Palmquist, and he'll be in there. 2-1 Sheboygan on the single from Riley Palmquist.
Good piece of hitting by Riley. Actually, the left fielder did a nice job of plugging the gap, or was it the center fielder? But then he muffed the ball and allowed Riley to go to second base.
So make it a single and an E8 on Kevin Visconti, or Peter Visconti, I should say. Jimmy Jurgensen now, the man who's done so much damage recently. He's hitting 500. And the only A's player to see a left-handed pitcher this year, and he's in 1,000 against them as well. 500, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. OPS well over 1. Takes another one outside. Another chance with a runner in scoring position for him. Sheboygan's already 2 for 3 in such situations today. Gained that lead back after Addison took it in the top of the half of the first inning. 2-1 now on Jurgensen.
Riley should be able to score on a base hit to the outfield, you'd think. He's got really good speed.
And he'll be running on any contact with 2 outs. Jurgensen takes one outside. Looks like the Addison pitcher is trying to pitch around Jurgensen, not giving too much to hit. He's 4 for 6 in this 2-game series so far against the Braves. Jurgensen hits one on the ground, the second. Johnson fields it and throws to first, and Addison gets out of the inning, but not before Sheboygan gets 2 on a Harry Stell double and a Riley Palmquist single. It's 2-1 A's as we go to the second inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you. Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. You serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back to the top of the second inning, and now Eric Schmitz has got a lead to work with, and if it's anything like the first 2 games, this is his time where he locks in. Garansky retired 9 in a row yesterday, and Recolaitis retired 13 in a row after the first inning. See if Schmitz can follow up that performance with one of his own. They'll see Connor Peckman.
Actually, in that first inning, after that seeing eye single by Visconti, Eric retired the next 3 hitters.
Ready a third of the way there. That one's hit on the ground again to Riley Palmquist. Fields and throws it over to first in time to retire Peckham.
I don't know how close the fans were watching Riley, but he gets his whole body in front of the ball and makes the pickup and the throw. A lot of times you'll see lazier kinds of plays where they'll just stay and backhand it and then make the play, which it's better to do it Riley's way.
Yeah, less spots for error when you go for that backhand. It's a little more difficult. And Riley's so sure-handed at shortstop, and even when it's going to be a close play, his arm normally helps him out in those situations. Wes Blitz, the hitter now for the Addison. Hits that one sharply on the ground, but right at Jurgensen, and 2 quick outs for Eric Schmitz.
We don't count pitches up here anymore, Lucas, but hopefully Torres is not so pesky as Johnson was yesterday, and it'll be a quick inning with not many pitches thrown. Because Schmidt had to throw quite a few in that first inning.
Yeah, first 2 batters took him a while to retire. After that, it was a little bit smoother sailing for him. First pitch is outside the Torres. Torres played both games, as we mentioned yesterday. He was 0 for 2 in game 2. That one hit on the ground again to Palmquist. Throws over to first and plenty of time to retire Torres in a very efficient second inning for Eric Schmitz. As we had to bottom the second inning, 2-1 Sheboygan.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me smells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Bottom of the second inning, Scott Cole trying to make it a little cleaner than the first for the Addison Braves, but he'll see 7, 8, 9 in the A's order. Cal Casper, Calvin Kiesler, and Hudson Wagner.
It's not very often, Lucas, you see the visiting team in white and the home team in gray pants and dark shirts.
Sheboygan loves wearing the black jerseys, and I guess Addison's got their white ones with them. Casper's ready to get in the box. Start off the second inning. Casper had a triple yesterday.
Yeah. And the Twins won the dance award again.
Killing it. Back-to-back days.
Pretty easy to do when you're only facing 2 guys.
Pitch is in there on Casper. One from Cole is up there. Not only did Casper have a triple yesterday, but he also has a 0 ERA on the mound. His 1 inning pitch.
That was not yesterday.
No, I know. I'm just saying. This season.
Yeah, if I recall, he gave up a hit and then he struck out the next 3.
Showed his closer-like stuff on the mound.
Good eye by Cal on that pitch.
2-2. He did not go. Check over to the first base umpire. Count runs full on the A's catcher. Casper's so talented behind the plate when it comes to throwing out base runners. Such a strong arm. Hits that one softly again to Johnson, but no, it'll be Blitz who picks up and flips to the pitcher just in time to get Casper.
Nice play by Cole to get over to cover the base since Blitz went for the ground ball.
I feel like that was more Johnson's play.
Yeah, either way, Johnson would have been there for sure, but I think Cal would have beat it out if it got to the second baseman.
Cal has burned it down the line. A catcher with great speed. Not something you see very often. Calvin Kiesler now. He takes it low for a ball. Kiesler played the entirety of game 1. He had a double and a hit by pitch in that game, and game 2 came in late and drew a walk. Hits that one softly behind first base. Falling fast but foul on the warning track. Kiesler last year in nearly 270, had a few home runs, and he's a big part to the Sheboygan offense. See if he can return to that status in year 2 with the A's. it one to him. Swing and a miss. One of the many guys that Sheboygan was able to bring back this season. Not very often do you see this kind of roster continuity from Sheboygan.
It's nice for the announcers.
That's for sure. 1-2 on him. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Cole that time to strike Al Kiesler. And there are 2 down. Brings up Hudson Wagner. Played in his first game of the season yesterday. In game 2, he went 0 for 3. DHing again today, hitting 9th. Rounding out the Sheboygan order. Hits that one to left, but in the tracks of Artsen. Goes back a few steps, but he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. After 2, Sheboygan's up by 1. 2-1 A's as we head to the 3rd.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
Top of the 3rd inning at Wildwood Park. Schmitz is back on the mound.
When we were going to break after Addison batted in the 2nd, I said, oh, look at this. They still have the 8th and 9th hitters to go through, which that should help a little bit. Get to start with 8 and 9.
After the leadoff single, you thought that Schmitz might be in trouble, but...
But wasn't that last year when we had a lot of trouble with the 7, 8, and 9 hitters of the other team?
That was last year, yes.
That was kind of like a ongoing
Felt like every
discussion.
Felt like every team just started hitting when it came to their... We weren't scared of the top 3 in the order. It was the 7, 8, 9 guys that brought the heat. Hopefully Schmitz can retire him here.
Arnson had a tough day yesterday, going 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts.
That one hit on the ground to Palmquist. Tough hop for him, but makes the play anyway and throws the first for the 1st out. You know, I'll talk about 7, 8, 9 hitters, Marty. It's not been their nights. 0 for 15 in the series.
Wow.
Addison, 7 through 9 hitters.
Were you counting the 2 today also?
Oh, 0 for 16. Sorry, that was the 0 for 16. I counted Artsons. I didn't count Torres.
R.J. Valdez, we didn't call his name at all yesterday, seeing his first action.
5 hits overall for the Addison Braves in the series, and we're already nearly 17 innings through it.
You know, and this is one of the things that's going to cause them, again, they had a very long season last year, winning only 5 games, is their lack of hitting. It just, you know, teams have good pitching. You know, we've got 3 for sure, and Ryan Flesh didn't even pitch, you know, but Goronski's starting to prove himself. So it's going to be a long season for Addison with their lack of hitting.
And we talked about it, how they took 3 out of 4 from Sheboygan last year, and one of those games that they won 1-0 in 10 innings in a 7-inning game.
Right.
So even when their pitching was dominant, their hitting couldn't back them up. That one's fouled off. 2-2 now on Valdez, the right fielder. Another new name that we didn't see yesterday. He's replacing Klepfer, who played both games in right in Saturday's games. One out in the inning. Schmitz winds and deals. Pitch is low. Fills the count up. 3-2-1. Ball strikes and outs. That one inside and a walk to Valdez and a base runner. Past the first inning for Addison. Something rare.
Schmitty, I believe, is in his 14th year with Sheboygan.
Peter Visconti.
He singled to right, and as I look out at the fielding positions for Sheboygan, Jacob Neese is really shaded towards center field. He's not filling that hole and right where Visconti hit it his first time up. And with Jimmy holding a runner, he's right on the base.
That one hit on the ground. Estelle at third. For second for one, and Neese can't get out of his glove to turn the double play. They only get one out. Fielder's choice, 5-4. Official ruling.
Gotta expect Visconti to be running pretty early in the count.
You want to hear a stat, Marty?
Yes.
The 4 through 9 hitters for Addison have just one hit over the course of the series. It's been the top of the order that have done all the damage, although it be minimal.
Hopefully that kind of production continues today.
Lou Ratcliffe, third baseman's up. Pitch is again hit on the ground to Stella third. Throws a second, and Neese gets the put out to end the top of the third inning. One base runner on the walk for Addison, but that's it. Still 2-1. The bottom half of the third inning.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Bottom of the third inning and top of the order to up for Sheboygan. Alex Ames to lead it off, and followed by George Haas and Harry Stelt. To face the Addison pitcher Scott Cole. Swing and a miss by Ames, and Cole, after struggling in the first inning, retired. The A's in order in the second. Hopefully the A's will have to get back to what they were doing early. Ball is low. Ames coming up at 1-1 on the center fielder today.
Nice to put a couple more runs on the board and expand this lead. One isn't enough.
Ames nearly gets hit by a pitch, something he's very used to so far this season. 2-1 on Ames. He lined out to the first baseman blitz in the first inning. 2-1 on him. And hits sharply on the ground the third. Ratcliffe fields and throws to first in time to get Ames. We have George Haas, who walked his first time up and ended up scoring a run on the Harry Stell double.
Haas playing in an unfamiliar position for him, at least in terms of his Sheboygan A's career, out in right field this game. We had mentioned that Chase Hanselman not here today.
And hits it foul off the screen right side. 0-1 to Haas.
I also asked Tim about Harrion being hit yesterday in that game. Remember how he had to stop the game and look at him? And that? Apparently the ball hit right on the tip of his pad. And that's why we heard it up here, because it was off the pad. That covers his elbow.
Pitch is low. That's why you wear the pads. Even though you got the pad on, it still hurts.
Oh, for sure.
You know, it just lessens the pain. It's not that you don't feel it. 1-1 on Haas, takes it low.
There was one time when I was umpiring where the ball sailed out, you know, was released by the pitcher and it went right past the catcher's glove into my mask.
Really?
And it didn't hurt. I mean, it was like ball to mask, but it didn't hurt. It was kind of like rejuvenating.
Woke you up.
Yeah, exactly.
2-2 on Haas.
Called a better game after that.
Haas swings and misses. That breaking ball's been nasty with 2 strikes for Scott Cole. 2 outs now. He threw that breaking ball to Kiesler with 2 strikes as well. And
yeah, he's every once in a while Cole comes with that breaking pitch, and it's a dandy. That's why I want us to get a couple more runs, expand the lead.
Harry Stelt, now the man at the dish. And takes it low. Stelt, of course, got hit in his first at bat and extended his hitting streak to 9 games now. See if he can make it a multi-hit day, something he's also been doing on that hit streak very often. Hits that one to right. Valdez chasing after. He's playing way over left field, going after it, and it's off the wall. Still on his way to second. He's going to have a 2-double day. And what can't he do at the plate right now?
His grand slam home run went to left field, but the first 2 hits today gone to right.
Give him 5 doubles on the season, and he is a hitting machine right now.
See if Jacob Neese can come through with a clutch base hit, score Harry.
Cole had just retired 6 in a row before Stelt's double. See if Sheboygan get that offense back going with Jacob Neese. And he lines one to right center field for a base hit. Stelt's going to be sent home. The throw in from Visconti will be cut off, and it's 3-1 Sheboygan.
Way to go, Jacob. It's got to make Jacob feel really good because he struggled with in clutch situations like this.
And he's got 2 hits in the last 2 games after a slow start, learns at scoring position, but he's been hitting the ball well. It just was a matter of time before he starts hitting those situations.
Yes.
Sheboygan
getting in
that
some
offense.
tough luck.
Yes. Sheboygan getting that offense back going in the 3rd inning. Feels like when it rains, it pours this weekend for Sheboygan against the Braves. See if they can add on. Palmquist now. And he hits one softly to right field. Valdez chasing after it. Dives, and it's under his glove. On his way to 3rd is Neese. Palmquist will be in at 2nd, and 2 more men on for Sheboygan. Riley Palmquist, a 2-hit day. Good
job, Jimmy.
And that'll be Jimmy
to come through now.
Yes.
I think Tim had designs of sending Jacob home, but once that throw pretty hard to score.
Especially with a guy like Jurgensen at the plate.
Yeah,
You know,
right,
Guy you
exactly.
can trust to bring that run in. Jimmy takes it low. Jurgensen grounded out to second his first time up, but it's been rare, recently at least, hitting north of 480 and 500 with runners in scoring position. 5 for 10. Takes a pitch in there for a strike. Evens up at 1-1.
I got a question for you regarding Riley's hit. Is that a double?
I'd say so.
Okay, because I don't want to give the guy an error.
No,
just
definitely
making
not.
a good effort to try and catch
Outfield's
it.
a little less harsh on the errors, I'd say. If it doesn't hit your glove, more than likely it's not going to be an error. Especially diving attempts like that.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
1-2 now on Jurgensen. 2 pitches on the outside corner that the fans at Wildwood do not agree with. Cole now. That pitch is a called strike 3. Jurgensen leaves 2 men on, but not before Sheboygan gets a run. Another Harry Stell double followed up by a Jacob Neese RBI single. Extends the Sheboygan lead as we head to the 4th inning.
The estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Top of the 4th inning, Eric Schmitz looking to continue to shut down this Addison lineup. And he'll see 3, 4, and 5. Ben Gary, Hunter Johnson, and Connor Peckham. And that first inning we saw that single and a fielder's choice, but ever since then, Schmitty's been locked down.
Yes. The surprising thing, and I showed this when we went to the break the other inning, is Schmitty through these first 3 innings not allowed a fly ball out.
A lot of soft contact on the ground. Even the single wasn't hit very hard by Visconti.
Seeing eye single.
Ben Geary, the shortstop. One of the few guys that we talked about it many times so far that really hasn't made that mistake defensively. That middle infield's been kind of immune to making throwing errors where it's plagued this Addison defense. First pitch from Schmitz, and Geary hits a soft fly ball to right, chasing after it's Haas, and he'll be there and make the catch.
I was looking at the flag in center field, and it's a gentle breeze, but it is blowing in, which means you're going to have to hit it pretty hard to get it out of here.
And Harry's hit a couple ones hard. Haven't had enough to get out of the park, but he's got 2 doubles already. As that one hit to deep left field by Johnson, and going back, Kiesler, and he's going to watch it fly out of here. The first run scored in the 2nd inning or later by Addison Braves in the series comes off the bat of Hunter Johnson. 3-2 Sheboygan.
It's a gift.
Just continues. Home run, home run, home run.
Oh, my.
Can't remember if I gone a game without one. I'm trying to think.
Well, just saying how you got to really hit it to get it out of here today, and then he bombs one.
Shouldn't have said anything. But Hunter Johnson proves you still can hit it out here with the wind blowing in. As Peckham takes one outside.
He maintains the moniker of Mr. Pesky.
Yes. Pitch is outside. And we don't see Schmidt give up a lot of home runs. And you talk about not giving up the fly balls either. That's really the first.
Right, yeah, good point.
The fly outs from Gary and then Johnson were the first two fly balls of the game for Addison.
Last year, Schmidt gave up 4 home runs.
A swing and a miss by Peckham. He ground out to short his first time up. But the Braves have clawed back, showing some fight. Swing and a miss. Schmidt got him swinging. Second out of the fourth inning, and just the second strikeout for Schmitz. Blitz now. Hit it to his defensive position. His first time out, ground out to first.
He's got the two-tone uniform going.
That one fouled back. A little different shade of white.
Yeah, I don't know if you can notice that on your monitor. His jersey is a pretty bright white.
Pitch is swung on and missed by Blitz.
And his pants, not so much.
Feels like Schmitz has found it again after giving up the home run. A lot of whiffs by both Peckham and Blitz. And called strike 3, and the inning ends. But not before Addison gets a home run off the bat of Hunter Johnson to pull within 1. 3-2 A's as we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 3-2 A's. After giving up the home run to Johnson, the lead's cut to 1. Scott Cole has got a little bit less room for error now with the game. More in hand. It'll be 7-8, 9 again for Sheboygan. It's kind of weird. It's like they've sent 6 batters to play in the first inning, 3 batters in the second, 6 batters again. Hopefully they don't send 3 in this fourth inning.
Hopefully. And we're back to that 1-run lead. We need to get a couple of runs.
Third and fourth inning have really been the damage times for Sheboygan so far against the Braves. See if it continues. Last time that Cole saw this part of the order, he went right through him. Less than a 10-pitch inning. A lot of early contact.
Cole has 3 strikeouts in the game so far, and 2 of those were just dandy breaking pitches. And he's got some talent.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Stand there for a strike. First one to Casper. 5 hits already for Sheboygan. 3 runs. 2 hits and 2 runs for Addison. Casper, it's a soft fly ball in the shallow center field, and Visconti's under it to make the catch for the first out. Bring up Calvin Kiesler. Kiesler struck out on one of those great breaking balls from Cole in the second inning.
Yeah, he was the first guy.
Yeah. 2 strikes, it's just a pitch you got to watch out for. Very deceiving. As takes that one in there. 1-0. Kiesler's already been hit by 3 pitches this season. Nothing compared to the 6, I think it is, from Ames. As Kiesler is a soft fly ball and right behind first base. Johnson calls everyone off and makes the catch right down the first base line for the second out.
So Calvin Kiesler's nickname be the target?
Yeah. Hudson Wagner now the hitter. He flew out to left. His first time up. His first at bat of the season without a runner on second base. His first 3 at bats yesterday were all with runners in scoring position.
Lucas, is that another statistical category we're going to add to the books?
At bats without runners in scoring position. 1-0 on Hudson Wagner. Swing and a miss that time. Ends up at 1-1 and 2 quick outs already for Scott Cole. It's very similar to that second inning when he faced the same part of the order. Fouled back on a breaking ball and hung up in there in the zone from Cole.
Seems like this weekend, I don't know if you've noticed it, but there's been a lot of foul balls right at us.
Yeah.
And we're real happy to have that screen in front of us.
The Major League Park, sometimes you can get him in the press box as a
Yeah.
little bit higher up as Wagner strikes out swinging 3 up, 3 down for Scott Cole. Score remains 3-2 Sheboygan, and we're already going to be in the 5th inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wing number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. Serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Top of the 5th inning, Eric Schmitz back out there on the mound for Sheboygan looking to protect the 1-run lead. 7, 8, 9 due up for Addison, Joe Torres, Cal Artzen, and RJ Valdez.
Another reason to come to the ballpark is the entertainment between innings. We had 2 contestants for Build the Ballpark, and it's the first time I've seen one of the contestants try to put the pants on over the head.
As CJ said, it doesn't matter, I guess, where the clothing goes. She did not win, though. She did not get past the pants, which is the first step.
I don't know, the 50-50 guy looks really good in that Hammer Time t-shirt.
Pitch is in there, called strike 3 on Torres. Quick first out for Eric Schmitz, and back-to-back called strike 3. He said 3 in a row he struck out.
And strikeout number 4 of the game.
Arntzen Cal Arntzen's up now. He grounded out to short his first time up. And he hits it there again. Riley Palmquist is there. Throw to first is low and past Jurgensen at first. It was a low throw and Jurgensen was unable to scoop it. And Arntzen will be on first with 86.
I think it's a base hit. You know, make a good play on the backhand.
Bill's got an error.
Long throw.
What
We
do you
don't
got,
listen
CJ?
to Bill. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You got an error or a base hit? Oh, okay.
What you thought it was
I'm
an error?
going E6.
Okay.
I think it would have beat him.
2 out of 3. I'll change it to an error. You guys can deal with Riley.
Maybe it's just the expectation that we have for him to make all those plays.
we talked about that yesterday. You're right.
RJ Valdez, the right fielder's up. Reached on a walk his first time up. Takes a strike in there. 0-2 quickly.
I don't know if you remember the name Brooks Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
He was an
Yep.
excellent third baseman for the Orioles
yep.
back in the day. And he would pick up more errors maybe than some other third basemen because he was getting the more balls.
Yeah.
And
Swing and a foul off the screen. Yeah, he was, what, how many MVPs he win? He won.
Oh, he won a whole
Yeah.
bunch in a row. I think it's more than 10 Gold Gloves in a row.
Talented third baseman. 70s?
Yeah, 60s and 70s.
Yeah. 0-2 on Valdez, fouled off again.
We'll check out the smartphone, see what it has to say. How many Gold Gloves did Brooks Robinson win?
He's got the record, doesn't he?
16 Gold Gloves.
Pitch is low. 16 Gold Gloves. That is spectacular. A lot of players don't even have 16-year careers.
Really?
Very few actually have 16-year careers.
He secured them consecutively every year from 60 to 75.
Special player. Valdez, a back pick by Casper, and he's got him at first. Cal Casper, high IQ play there to get Arntzen leading towards second base.
We saw one of those great throws on a steal a second when he put the ball right on the base, and the stealer actually tagged himself out sliding into the tag.
We talked about maybe after that first inning, his arm warms up a little bit.
Yeah.
2-2. Valdez takes a. Oh, I thought he was about to go into the motion for a call strike 3. He did not. It's full count now on Valdez. He had to have thought about it. He kind of stood up like he's done before. That one's fouled again. Good at bat by Valdez, staying alive.
Valdez drew a walk his first time.
Yeah. The only walk Schmitty has surrendered to this point. 3-2 Sheboygan. Trying to keep that advantage throughout the 5th inning. Valdez, another one fouled back and continues the battle, much like Johnson did yesterday against Garonski. Chance to retire. As that one's fouled again. Schmitz has a chance to retire the Braves facing the minimum. Despite Arntzen reaching on the air, he was picked off by Casper. Chance to just face 3 batters this inning, but he's got to retire Valdez, who's working a great at bat. That one inside. Wow, that was close.
Schmitty thought it was a strike.
Looked like a really good pitch, really good breaking ball from Schmitz, but another walk for Valdez, and the inning continues. Makes it even more valuable that Casper threw out Arntzen at first.
Yes, very much so.
It's been very rare in this series that Addison's had a runner in scoring position. Even the run they scored in that 3rd inning, or 4th inning I should say, was a home run, so no runner in scoring position was needed for that. As Visconti, the leadoff man, fouls it back. Addison only brought 9 players with them yesterday. They got 16. You've counted so
Yeah, I
far
counted
today?
16 when they were lining up for the national anthem.
Much deeper team as Visconti goes to left. Back goes Kiesler. He's on the track, and he's got room.
Oh, boy.
Makes the catch to end the inning. What a momentum shift that would have been. But Kiesler has just enough space on that warning track to make the catch, and the lead remains 3-2 Sheboygan as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Know I would take you home. Cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Back for the bottom of the 5th inning and a near momentum shift to end that top half of the inning. Peter Visconti almost flipped the scoreboard, but Kiesler had about, 3 to 5 feet of room back there and made the catch to keep the score where it is. And now the top of the order
And it
due up
goes
for
back
Sheboygan.
to my point a inning or so ago. We don't want to have a one-runner lead. Let's make it 2
Yes.
or 4, and, get it up there.
Even though it's been a struggling offense, I mean, 1 run for any offense isn't that difficult. Just one batter away at all times.
Got a good part of the order to get a rally started. 1,
Especially
2,
with
3.
Harry's due up 3rd, and he's been hot recently. Already 2 for 2 today with 2 doubles. So if Ames or Haas could get on base, surefire chance to bring in another run. Especially with their great speed, anything in the gap would bring them home from first, more than likely. Ames leads it off against Cole, and he hits one to left center field. Visconti tracking it. A few steps to his right and makes the catch for the first out. Brings up Haas.
Haas walked and scored in the first and struck out in the third. He's hopefully getting a little hot. I know he's wasn't a hit, was a walk, but nice to see him get on base.
Yeah, he was a victim of that breaking ball from Cole. His second time up. Takes a strike. Cole's kind of settled in, it feels like. He thought that after that second inning, and then Harry and Neese came up and kind of got to him again. But again, it feels like he's settling in against this lineup. That one's inside.
I think when we talk about that, especially yesterday, we talked about our starters, but that can happen to the other team's starter too, and Cole is showing that.
Pitch is low, and it's 2-1 now. 1 down the inning after Ames flew out on the first pitch. Stealth due up next. What a benefit would be for Sheboygan to get Haas on base in any way. Swing and a miss from Haas. Good bunt on that third base line, and he's got a base hit.
For sure.
See how far back Ratcliffe's playing. 2-2. Haas takes low. Good take by George Haas with 2 strikes. Full count now on the A's right fielder. Cole looks in. Swing and a miss, a low pitch. Torres have to put him out at first. The throw is over his head again. Haas on his way to second. Still no one's got it in right field. Haas on his way to third. The throw in, the third is past the third baseman. Ratcliffe, and he had a chance to score if it wasn't for the backup of Cole. A strikeout and he ends up at third base, Marty. How often do you see that?
Very often. Little League, maybe.
Just feels like every throw goes over a Addison Braves' head.
Well, that's important too because we only got one out and Harry up. Get that run in.
What a golden opportunity for Sheboygan A. Get an insurance run in this fifth inning. Runner on third, less than 2 outs in. Their best hitter at the plate. Takes one low. I mean, at this point, you think of almost pitching around him or putting him on.
What surprises me is the way the defense is set up. Second and short are deep, and first and third are even with the bag. I'd be bringing my fielders up, trying to cut that run off.
Any ball hit on the ground up the middle, you'd be sure Haas will be headed home as hit on the ground sharply to short. Gary's coming home with it, and they're going to have Haas at home. And I guess it didn't matter where the infield's playing. They got him anyway.
Yeah, it was a great throw by Geary.
Surprised he went home in the situation, but what a big out for Addison. So an inning that Cole should be out of already. He's already gotten 3 outs, technically, if his catcher were able to put out Haas at first base, but he was not. But he escapes having a runner in third, less than 2 outs.
Technically speaking, Haas was Cole's 5th strikeout.
He's been solid for Addison, keeping this game within more than striking distance for the Braves. Addison looking for their first Wisconsin State League win of the season as Neese lines one right at the glove of Ratcliffe to end the 5th inning. And again, Sheboygan with a missed opportunity. And the Braves are still lurking as we go to the 6th inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. Serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Ratcliffe steps in. It's just a 1-run lead for the A's. As we're into the 6th inning, Addison's run out of outs, especially with Schmitz on the mound, one of Sheboygan's elite pitchers.
Schmitty went 5 innings in his first start last week and getting extended out going into inning number 6.
Pitches the ball, and it's 1-1. Fouled off by Ratcliffe. It's still just 2 hits for Addison. It's not been consistent offense, to say the least. They haven't been able to string hits together really at any point in the series.
Well, it just goes to show about getting yourself some more runs to work with because a walk last inning and that fly ball that was right to the fence. You know, all of a sudden, just like that, you get your third hit and you're ahead.
Yeah, it shows just how fragile that one-run lead really is.
Exactly.
With Kiesler at the wall making the catch on Visconti. Swing and a miss at a strikeout by Ratcliffe, the first out of the 6th inning. It'll be Ben Gary. He flew out to right his last time. He's 0 for 2 overall on game 1 of this doubleheader. Takes it low. Feels like a game that Sheboygan should be, or feels like, I should say, it feels like they're in control. Even though we saw last game that they're really not. But it just feels like they've dominated this game. This ball's hit on the ground and Neese at second. Throws to first in time for the second out. But it feels like they should be ahead by so much more.
They've had opportunities, that's for sure.
Especially last inning was Stella up in such a hitter-friendly situation, but Gary made a great play. The one who just grounded out. Throwing it home to retire Haas at the plate. Now Hunter Johnson, he takes it low for a ball.
Sheboygan has left 4 runners on so far. And
ball popped up into right on the edge of the infield for Jurgensen. And now in foul territory, makes the catch for the third out in a quick 6th inning. Sheboygan just 3 outs away from taking the first 3 in the series. So we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family-owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community, and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen?
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Sheboygan looking to add on and try to put away Addison and go up 3-0 in this weekend series with the Braves. And Riley Palmquist lines on the left field. That one will not get down. It'll fall right in the glove of Artson, the left fielder, for the first out. Another quick out for Scott Cole on the mound.
I was hoping it would be much shorter and just drop in front of the left fielder, but left fielder had a good break on it.
Some early Wisconsin State League statistics. Sheboygan comes in 2-0 after beating Addison in both games yesterday, so they're number 1. While Addison is in last at 0-6 already.
Yeah. It's
a rough start to the season, and Marty, you've brought up many times.
I'll predict that they do not crawl out of last place.
And you've brought up many times, Marty, about, you know, without the hitting and a consistent pitching, it's going to be really tough for them, as you just said, to crawl out of that last place position. As Jurgensen now up, and he takes one outside for a ball.
Yesterday's yesterday's game 1 starter for Addison Lycia actually didn't pitch that bad. I know he gave up 5.
Broken bat by Jurgensen. Splits, flips to Cole, and that bat will not die a hero.
No.
As Jurgensen grounds out.
I was going to say that Well, I see it didn't pitch all that bad, but when you're pitching with a team that can only score a couple runs a game, it's really tough.
Yeah. Cal Casper now. Might be the last hope for Sheboygan to add on.
That would be nice, actually.
And Casper lines one to center, but right in the tracks of Visconti, and he makes the catch for the third out. A quick inning for Cole. As we head to the seventh, Schmitz 3 outs away from giving the A's a 3-0 advantage.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
Top of the seventh inning, Schmitz looking to put away Addison. That's kind of the same run support that the A's got yesterday, but just enough right now with the 3 runs. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Braves. Peckham, Blitz, and Torres. A combined 0 for 6 tonight. Hopefully that goes to 0 for 9. Sheboygan gets out of here with the W.
Over the last 8 outs that Schmidt has recorded since the home run, 4 of those have been by strikeout, so he has gotten stronger.
And he said enough messing around.
Exactly.
And all 3 of the batters that he's faced struck out their second time up. $118, the 50-50 raffle today. Pretty solid for a game 1 Sunday doubleheader.
Did you tell how much money was given out?
I did. $118, pretty solid. Game 1 of doubleheader.
That's not too bad.
Especially
hit that triple digit number.
Yeah, especially on a graduation day, north and south. Still a pretty
When
solid crowd.
Lutheran High School has their graduation, is that outdoors or
No, it's in the gym.
In the gym. Oh, okay.
Not
in
nearly
that.
as much of a spectacle.
Okay. I was gonna say.
As that one line to right field, base in. Addison's got their first runner on base in the 7th inning, trying to make some noise, tie this game up or take the lead.
Yeah. Bad part about that hit is that's the first hitter.
Yeah.
They got their leadoff man on. I thought you guys might use your fancy auditorium.
It's too small. It's
okay.
Too small. Yeah. Use that for the honors night.
All right.
Giving out all the scholarships and stuff.
Somehow that didn't sound right, Lucas. Where you said the auditorium is too small for graduation, but it's big enough for honors night. It's like not too many honors to give out.
There's not as many parents, I would say, at that as there is the graduation. 0-2 now on West Blitz.
I would think for graduation you get more relatives,
Yeah.
grandmas
Yeah.
and grandpas,
Yeah.
and things of that nature.
0-2, nobody out. Runner on first. Just the second hit as that one swung on and missed by Blitz. And the first out of the inning on the strikeout for Eric Schmitz. It's just the second hit in this series by a hitter in the 4 through 9 spot in the Addison order. Hopefully it stays at 2. Sheboygan a ground ball away from ending this game. Joe Torres, the man at the plate, he's 0 for 2.
And 0 for 6 in the series.
Yeah. And today's been a little bit more of a struggle, as you mentioned, behind the plate for him as well. At taxing of catching 3 games in a row within the span of 2 days, and you might mention it might be 4 in a row come game 2. 0-1 on Torres. And that one line to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around second. It's on the way to third is Peckham. And he will be held at third. Runners on the corners.
Oh, boy.
1 down.
That was a good piece of hitting by Torres. A real bad time to get his first hit of the series, though.
And a game that was kind of rolling along for Schmitz after that home run. It's now got dangerous territory. You said what? They haven't left a runner on base yet today, Addison.
Yeah. I was going to say what they're maybe talking about right now is what do we do when the man on first tries to steal second, which is a tough call.
Yes. You know, in that situation, you sometimes see teams intentionally walk the batter to force out any base, but again, you get in that dangerous territory as well of base hit.
Right. And I'm not sure you want to walk the
again,
number
it
8
depends
hitter.
where you're at, part of the order you're in, obviously, but the 8 hitter due up, Cal Artsen. He's 0 for 2. He reached on an error. And he's got a big spot for the Braves looking for their first Wisconsin State League win early in the season. Eric Schmitz trying to prevent it. Ground ball to Riley might end this game. See what the runner on first, Torres, does. As that one hit on the ground to second. They got a chance to turn it. Slow roller. 1 flip to first is wide. And no advance, but the game is tied.
That was not hit hard enough.
No chance for Neese to turn it. A little bit sharper at him, and he might have had a chance at it. Valdez now at the plate. He takes a strike. And Sheboygan was so close to closing this game out. Now they're going to have to work in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Schmitty has only walked 2, and both of them have been to RJ.
Ball high, and Sheboygan will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the 7th inning. 2 hits on the game Addison had, and now they've got 2 hits in the 7th inning. Come back and tie it. 2 and 1, and RJ's really worked some great at bats tonight. He's mentioned the 2 walks, but I mean he's had to work for him for sure. Fouled off a lot of pitches. 2 and 1, strike in there on Valdez. Valdez technically is 0 for 0 with those 2 walks. Not registered in that bat in today's game. He didn't play in the first 2 games, so he's 0 for 0 in the series. As that one fouled back again, he just doesn't go away.
No, and he did that his first 2 at-bats, too. He got into a situation where he had 2 strikes and was able to foul pitches off and work the walk.
2 and 2, 2 outs. Schmitz looking to send to the 7th inning tied, and another foul, and it hit him, apparently. Valdez.
As the check swing hit the catcher's glove.
And there'll be runners at first and second. I think it said it hit his hand, Marty.
Okay, all right, hit by pitch.
Oh, maybe you are right. CJ agrees with you. I thought it hit his hand, but either way, it's runner on first base for Addison. They've got 2 runners on now.
Bill, if you're going with the batter hit the bat, it's an error on the catcher.
Ryan Flesch coming in for his first pitch appearance of the year. Must be good to go. It's a big situation. Don't want to drop a lead game, especially when you're up going to the 7th inning.
is not a save situation, although Brad did have some relief appearances late last year and did pick up a save.
Be interesting to see. It's difficult. Your first appearance of the year as a starter, a normal starter coming in with runners on first and second in the 7th inning of a tie ball game. Ryan Flesh looking to close the door. He'll see the leadoff hitter Visconti, who nearly hit one out of here in that 5th inning. That would have given Addison a 4-3 lead at the time. And now he's got a chance to give him a 4-3 lead again.
And you'd think, thinking ahead, if Sheboygan does not score any runs in the bottom half of the 7th, Brad would probably still come out to pitch the 8th inning.
You wonder what his stamina is like, especially first appearance of the year. You don't see the same type of length. If this game were to go deep in extras, I don't think he'd go more than 3 innings. Knowing him, he might, but.
Well, we found out last year, once he's in the game, he does not want to come out.
I remember one of my first years here, he threw, nearly 200 pitches, 185 pitches, and that's just unbelievable. See if he could quickly get Visconti, get the A's offense up in a tie game, a chance to walk it off. Visconti takes a strike. Looked like a wide strike from up here, but I agree. Five batters already have been up in this inning, and 2 hits and 1 error. The reason why the 2 runners on base and the 1 run already in for Addison. Swing and a miss by Visconti. 2 quick strikes.
See if Brad goes right after him or if he decides to try and waste a pitch.
Brad normally one to go right after hitters, challenge him with the fastball. See if he can get Visconti right here. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball got him swinging. Addison gets one to tie it up, and now Sheboygan's got a chance to walk it off in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Bottom of the 7th inning. After Addison tied it up in the top half, Sheboygan now got a chance to walk it off. They'll have 8, 9, and 1. Calvin Kiesler, Hudson Wagner, and Alex Ames. The 3 due up for Sheboygan. Scott Cole still the man on the mound. And you wonder how much he's got left in the tank if this game does end up going extra innings.
He's retired the last 5 batters. faced. For Schmitty, he goes 6 2/3, gives up 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them are earned. Walked 2 and struck out 6, and did allow a home run.
Kiesler steps up now, trying to give Sheboygan an advantage. Like Gasset at the top of the step there to get the leadoff runner on. Pitch from Cole. Shows bunt, and it's a great one down the third base line. Cole gets to it quickly. The throw to first is over his head again. Kiesler fakes his way to second, but he'll get back to the base. Smart base running by Kiesler, knowing that he turned to second to get back to first.
Base hit?
Yes. Leadoff base hit for Calvin Kiesler. And Sheboygan, like Addison, got a leadoff hit.
You gotta like that. Good idea. I mean, we talked about it earlier about the third baseman being back.
Hudson Wagner, what chance that this is for him. Again, it feels like he's just been in these positions. Comes back.
Now, Kiesler does have good speed. It'll be interesting to see if...
And Torres hasn't really shown off a great arm. Won't be surprised to see him on the move. And Kiesler doesn't go this pitch. What a good block that time by Torres. Keeping Kiesler at first. 3-3. Sheboygan gonna try to end it here in the 7th inning. Cole's been great. Giving Addison everything that they could have asked for in this start. Pickoff attempt at first is not in time. 1-0 count.
6th hit for Sheboygan.
And the offense hasn't come as easy today as it did yesterday for Sheboygan. That one up the middle, but it'll be Gary there. Steps on second for 1 and turns a double play.
Oh my.
Wagner couldn't get it past Gary. And 2 down for Sheboygan, and that's just unfortunate.
That was tough.
Looked so promising for the A's, and it was surprising not to see Kiesler on the run. Aims up now, hits one softly on the ground. Ratcliffe fields and throws the first in. What looked to be a promising inning ends in very quickly and in order. And as we head to the 8th inning, still 3-3, A's and Braves.
The estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. Thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Top of the 8th inning. A late rally by the Braves sends us to extra innings. Brad Reinflash is on the mound still after he got the last out of the 7th in relief of Eric Schmitz.
I don't know who said it originally, but anytime there's a guy up at the plate with a bat in his hands, he's dangerous.
Yeah, you never know. It's just that one mistake pitch could be anyone. Can take advantage of it, and all of a sudden, game that flipped on its head as Ratcliffe takes one inside. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Heart of the order for Addison. Ratcliffe, Gary, and Johnson. As it's high
Sean
again.
Gavin is scheduled to go in game 2 for Sheboygan, but what happens here is with Brad having to throw more pitches, that may put him out of the mix for game 2.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect to see him go back-to-back games, especially after not pitching all year long. 2-1's outside again. It's 3-1. 3-1 on the leadoff hitter for Addison. Radcliffe hits a fly ball in the shallow left field. Chases after it. Kiesler. Palmquist going out as well, but it'll be Kiesler who makes the catch for the first out.
Nice to get that leadoff man.
Looked to be in danger after the 3-ball count. But Radcliffe swinging away, and the hitter's count and flies out. Gary now, and he hits one in the right center field. Going after it is the right fielder and makes the catch. George Haas out there in right makes the catch for the second out. A couple hard hit balls though.
Yes, especially that last one. I thought it was going to be a gapper at first.
Hunter Johnson now. In there for a strike, the wide strike again.
As I look through the score sheet through the first 6 2/3 that Schmitty pitched, he only gave up one fly ball out.
And a fly ball out was
that one that Geary hit. Or no, it would have been two. You're right. There's one in right and the one in left.
Yep.
But mostly ground balls.
Back hitters. A swing and a miss. Seems to count up at 2-2. Ryan Flesch looking to send it to the bottom half of the 8th inning with the game tied. He's got the top of the order due up 2, 3, and 4. Long look in from Ryan Flesch. The pitch is a ball. Outside. I was ready. Count runs full on the 4-hitter Johnson. Johnson's got a home run. Didn't seem like it, well, it did seem like a big deal at the time, but he didn't know where Addison was going to manufacture that next run after Johnson's homer, but they end up getting the 7th inning, tied it up. That's how we're here. Johnson swings and misses, and Ryan Flesch goes 3 up, 3 down. Another chance for Sheboygan to send these fans home happy in game 1. We had to the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Bottom half of the 8th inning. About to get going. Scott Cole still out there on the mound for Addison. And he's looking to keep this game right where it is and send it to the 9th. Well, the A's looking to do the opposite. End it right here. George Haas, Harry Still, Jacob Neese, the 3. They're looking to start it off for Sheboygan. Haas, the first man up, reached third base at a strikeout his last time up. And how valuable that run would have been to get time.
Yeah, and then Harry hit that hard ground ball to short. And Geary, of course, making the great throw home.
Haas is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. You have to hit a ball in play today. But he's been on base twice.
You can tell George has been into the game, has got some real dirty pants.
Yeah, it's stolen base that he had his first time up. But Haas showing bunts, and it's a strike. And more than just getting the bunt down into a good spot, it's challenging these Addison players to make a good throw at first, something that they've really struggled with today. 0-1 on Haas, see if he shows again. He does not, and takes the ball.
You got to figure, the third baseman's playing in, so Haas would try to bunt it to towards first base.
Breaking ball right in there for a strike. What a pitch from Cole that time.
But with the pitcher knowing where the third baseman is, you know, he immediately is going to break towards the first base side. But I don't expect to see any bunting now with 2 strikes on Haas.
1-2 on Haas, trying to get that leadoff runner on, and swing and a miss. Haas frustrated with himself. Fans getting going now as Harry Stelt's up.
Cole doesn't look like he's losing anything, even being in the 8th inning.
Yeah, he's still got good velocity, and he's gonna have to be really tested here with Harry Stelt. Come off a homer yesterday, nearly hit him that first pitch. I mean, if you're Cole on the mound, you gotta be really careful what you throw Stelt in this situation. 1-0. The A's third baseman takes it low. Harry's 2 for 3. He's got 2 doubles.
Yeah, both of those he went to right field.
Both very hard hit balls. One of them was aided by how far over Valdez was playing. Playing a little more straight up this time around. That one's in there for a strike. Nice is on deck. Perry gets on. It'll be a big RBI spot for him. That one's high. Stay aggressive if you're Harry on 3-1.
He's going to be swinging if it's a strike.
3-1 pitch to Stelt. Up the middle, base hit for Harry. He's got 3 hits today, and the A's got a man on in the 8th.
When you were asking me that question, what I was thinking about, what do you do if you're Tim Moyer? Put a pinch runner in for him or not?
And then what if it goes to more extra innings, and then you don't have his bat in the lineup? It's just
Exactly, and you don't have that many subs on the bench to begin with, so you don't want to be willy-nilly making substitutions.
be interesting if a ball gets in the gap, what Stelt will do. See if Jacob can provide that power. He's got hit today. He's 1 for 3. In there for a strike. Stelt brought home, or I should say Nice brought home Stelt in the 3rd inning with an RBI single. And Nice lines with the left field line. Foul. Would have been a huge spot. That one would have stayed fair, but just too far down the third base line. 1 on this 8th inning. Jacob Nice at the plate. Right where you want to be in the lineup for Sheboygan. Cole's pitch count's got to be getting up there. He's throwing a lot of pitches.
And I was just thinking, you got to be careful for that break-in pitch now. 2 strikes.
0-2 on Nice. Any way to get on base. Takes it way high. Torres keeps it in front. Getting out of his stance to make that catch.
Harry not taking a big lead at first base either. Doesn't look like he'll be doing any base stealing.
1-2 on Nice. Nice hits a soft fly ball in the center. Visconti's under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
That was the breaking pitch, Lucas. He didn't get a strikeout, but he got an easy pop-up out.
Riley Palmquist, he's got 2 hits today. He's 2 for 3, and his only out was a line out. So he's hit the ball hard 3 times today. Trying to make it a 3-hit night like Harry did earlier this inning. Cole trying to send this game to the 9th. Takes the pitch low for a ball, and Jurgensen on deck, and he's already got a flair for the dramatics thus far in 2026. If he gets a chance to hit. That one high. 2-0. Now you wonder what Palmquist does 2-0 if he stays aggressive. Maybe Cole gives him 1 to hit in this hitter's count.
Nice to get Jimmy up with Harry at second or third.
That one in there, out inside, I should say.
Yeah.
3-0 now on Palmquist, and you'd have to think he's taking 3-0, but you never know. Maybe he's got that green light from Tim Moyer. 2 outs in this 8th inning. Jurgensen on deck. He's got 2 walk-offs in 2 consecutive days, both 3-run home runs. So
yes, he's a definite threat.
And that one's in there for a strike. Kind of that auto strike from Cole. Expected it to be around the zone. 3-1, Palmquist up. It's low, ball 4, and Jurgensen's going to get a chance to hit in this 8th inning. Back-to-back days with the walk-off 3-run home run, and what do you know? He's got a chance at another walk-off 3-run home run.
Jimmy's overdue, 0 for 3 today.
And a mound visit for Addison. Don't put a lefty in because he can hit those too. Saw that on Thursday against Appleton. And it looks like it's the end of the day for Cole.
Surprisingly to me. Number 22.
New pitcher on the mound for Addison. Number 22, Anthony Filippo. And that might be just what Sheboygan needs. Seeing a new pitcher on the mound. Cole's been great.
Hopefully that's the elixir that we need.
And this is a very similar situation to what Thursday was. New pitcher comes in just to see Jurgensen. And you'd have to think a base hit and score Harry, or at least he'd be sent home. He'll be running on anything that's Jurgensen makes contact with 2 outs. If it gets past Jurgensen, it'd be Cal Casper.
Surprisingly, that walk to Riley was the first walk given up by Cole.
Very effective around the zone all night.
Yeah, Scott Cole, 7 2/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He's given up 3 runs so far. All of those are earned. And we'll have to see if he gets credit for any more runs allowed. Hopefully 1 more would be fine.
Yes. Filippo's got a chance to shut the door. Never easy coming in a relief appearance. The game on the line and runners are already on base. But the silver lining for Filippo is that he only needs 1 out. Jurgensen steps up. Situation he's been in back-to-back days. 2 runners on, both on first and second. And both times he's been in that situation. A ball is going over the wall on the right side of Wildwood Park. Three, 2 outs. Jurgensen at the plate facing Anthony Filippo. Throw his first pitch of this outing. And And it's low for a ball. You have to think you'd be careful with Jurgensen with that base open, but you don't want to load the bases either.
Be interesting to see what Filippo does.
The pitch to Jurgensen is swung on and missed. Jurgensen looks like he's looking for that home run. Heavy hack.
It's a good rip at it.
1-1.
Filippo just got the better of him that time.
Pitch is swung on and missed. Good breaky ball by Filippo. And 1-2 on Jimmy. Got a chance to end the game. If not, we'll go to the 9th. Pitch is lined.
Oh!
Got it by Wes Blitz to save the game as we will head to the 9th inning. 3-3 between the A's and the Braves.
Couldn't you just bounce over his glove?
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. Are you serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Brad Reinflesh, another chance to keep this game level. And he will see 5, 6, and 7 for Addison. Connor Peckham, who led off that 7th inning with the base hit that ended up being the run that scored that tied this game up. It'll be Peckham, Blitz, and Torres, the 3 due up for Addison.
Yep, we're heading to the 9th of a 7-inning game.
Now the A's have played a 9-inning game in 7 innings as Peckham grounds it past the glove of Stellan in left field for a base hit. And hopefully it's not the start of another 7th inning for Addison.
Exactly.
A couple of hard hit balls. What I was trying to say is the A's have now played a game that's supposed to be 9 innings and 7 innings. And a 7-inning game that could end in 9 innings. Could go more. 20 is the new hitter for Addison. Zielinski will be
interesting.
Pickoff attempt, and he's
look
back.
at his hands on the bat. He's got about 5 or 6 inches between his top hand and his bottom hand. They're not together.
It's kind of like a Ty Cobb
yes.
batting stance. Shows bunt and gets it down. Reinflesh is only going to have 1 play at first and throws to Jurgensen in time, but a good bunt by Zielinski. Moves the runner.
I wonder if the manager sent him up there specifically to bunt instead of blitz.
The way his hands were on the bat makes it easier to square
yes.
bunt. One down in the 9th inning. Runner in scoring position for Addison for Joe Torres. Jack Swarbrick, the pinch hitter. The 1-0.
Looking up what
Ryan
Jack
Flash.
did yesterday.
To Swarbrick.
0 for 1, 1 for 3, so he's 1 for 4 with a walk against yesterday's games.
Addison unloading the bench in this 9th inning. Be interesting to see what they do at the catcher's position. If Swarbrick will go there or Ratcliffe will switch from third base, and Swarbrick will go to the position he played at yesterday. 1-1 to him. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Ryan Flesh.
Yeah, it looked like he took a little something off of that breaking ball. It's a really nice pitch.
1-2. On Swarbrick. Arntzen on deck. And he hits one softly over the head of Palmquist at third. On his way home is base runner. He's in there safely. Peckham, another rally starter in this 9th inning, and Addison's grabbed the lead. He's given the Braves that jolt of offense they just didn't have yesterday.
He certainly has. And at the right times, too.
And when one guy's hitting, it can be infectious to the rest of the lineup, and that's happened in both the 7th and 9th innings. Addison's gotten multiple hits. Brings up Artsen, now with the Braves in front of the A's. Looking for their first Wisconsin State League win. They've got the lead in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. Sheboygan will send up their 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Try and tie this game up. Hopefully it's just that one run. Ryan Flesh looking to not have any more damage done against them. As Artsen pops up in foul territory, Jurgensen will chase after, but he'll run out of room. He'll go in the bullpen area for the Braves. 0-2 on Artsen. Runner on first is Swarbrick, who just singled home Peckham. That gave Addison the lead. Just one on the 9th inning. 0-2 and swing and a miss by Artsen for the second out.
Well, the way Filippo got that last out in the Sheboygan 8th, he looks to be a tough customer for the 9th.
That's the benefit for Addison having more players here today. We saw, it felt like a bunt specialist come in for Addison to move Peckham over to second. That led to the base hit from Swarbrick, who also came off the bench. Something they didn't have yesterday with just having 9 players at the park. 10 players.
Yeah, I think they had 10, but either case, I get the idea. More pieces to work with.
And a guy who's been pesky all day. He might get a 2-strike count the first 2 pitches every at bat, but he always seems to push the count. He's walked twice, and he reached on air, and even that one where he reached on the air was a long at bat. See if Ryan Flesh can retire him quickly. Oh, and 2 on him. Pitch from Ryan Flesh is high, and here we go.
We've talked about Addison and their lack of hitting, especially yesterday. Today in this ball game, I've got them for 6 hits, but sometimes it's not always the number; it's the timing of them.
Pitch is a called strike 3, and Ryan Flesh strikes out Valdez, but not before Addison takes the lead. Sheboygan's got work to do if they want to continue this game or win it.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the Queen?
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Addison took the lead in the top of the 9th inning. The A's looking to tie or win this game. Otherwise, the Braves will get their first Wisconsin State League win of 2026. It'll be Cal Casper, Calvin Kiesler, and Hudson Wagner. The 3 due up for the Braves. Casper looking to give Sheboygan that jolt that Peckham has gave Addison the 7th and 9th inning. Pitch is in there for a strike. Casper hit it hard his last time up, but right at the center fielder Piscante. Slow. It's 1-1 on Casper.
Cal doesn't look at a lot of pitches. He's usually up there swinging, so actually kind of nice to see him take a few pitches.
Pitch is outside, and Sheboygan looking to get that leadoff runner on. So important. We saw from Addison 2 innings that they've scored. The 7th and 9th, they've gotten those leadoff runners on. 3-1, and a little trouble finding the zone, and not particularly close either for Filippo on this 9th inning. The 7th inning game, 3 is sent it to 9 as Casper swings and misses. Count runs full. Big momentum pitch here. Either Sheboygan gets their leadoff runner on, or Filippo starts it out with a strikeout or a ground out. And that will be the latter. Ground ball to second base. Johnson sliding stop, and what a play that was by Johnson.
We've seen some of that kind of defense from Johnson yesterday, and he was very outstanding on that play, robbing Casper of a hit.
That middle infield for Addison has been so good. Tim Moyer holding up play.
What they want to do is check to see if the throw may have pulled the first baseman off and possibly get a safe call out of it.
It looked from here that he was on the bag. It'd be very difficult for these umpires to overturn the call. Yeah, it will stand, especially without replay review. It's not going to be easy for the umpires to change their original decision. Calvin Kiesler, he singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, we need to see if Kiesler can maybe double like he did yesterday.
He's got some pop in that bat. Takes the ball. We know what he can do at the plate. Kiesler fouls it off his foot. Game is caught up at 1-1. He's Trying to get Sheboygan back in this one. Get that runner on base. Get the crowd back into it.
You know, great effort by Addison because they were down virtually the entire game. They scored that run in the top of the first, and then the A's responded with 2 runs and held the lead until the top of the 7th.
And it felt like Sheboygan, even though they were only up by 1 run, that they were in control throughout most of this game, even when it was 3-2 with the way that Schmitz was pitching on the mound. But they'd be able to get out of this with the win without playing their best offensive baseball. Kiesler swings and fouls it off. Softly up the third base line, another 2-2 count for Calvin Kiesler.
Jamie Thurn, the home plate umpire, has done a fine job today.
2-2. Outside for a ball. Another full count. Sheboygan with a chance to get that runner on base. With the winning run at the plate. Ball 4. Kiesler draws the walk. After being down 1-2 in the count, forces his way on base. Bring up Hudson Wagner. Another big spot for him at the plate.
Wagner goes 5'11", 200 pounds. He's got good power.
Wagner hits it on the ground softly. Hop to Gary. What a play by the shortstop. And Wagner trips over the bag. He's out anyway. Man, this middle infield for Addison has been special.
The one thing I was hoping, took that big hop that it would fly over his head and over his glove, but he's able to adjust and make the play.
But a runner in scoring position for Sheboygan for the top of their order. Alex Ames has got a chance to tie this ball game up.
And we got good speed at second.
If it gets past Ames, Haas is on deck. Strike in there. What a breaking ball that time by Filippo. Two outs in the 9th. Runner on second base. It's Kiesler. As soft fly ball, but Johnson's there, makes the catch, and Addison gets their first Wisconsin State League win in extra innings, 4-3 over the Sheboygan A's. And Marty's game, Sheboygan was right there.
They had some chances to score some runs to increase their 1 and then 2 run lead, but could never do it. And give Addison a lot of credit. They battled the entire game and earned a win. And broke that 7-game, 5-game losing streak in the Wisconsin State League.
And
Hopefully we can take game 4.
Yeah. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. Sheboygan's got a chance to take the series. But until then, have a great rest of your 20 minutes, and God bless.